As the old saying goes, the game of football starts in the trenches, and the biggest test up front for Bison football is going to be coming to the Fargo Dome this weekend. The Central Arkansas Bears and one of the top defensive linemen in all of the FCS are coming to town. Now, as a whole, the Central Arkansas front lines are going to be the biggest, and I do mean that literally, test on both sides of the ball for North Dakota State so far this year. A good test to have under your belt before the start of Missouri Valley Football Conference play. Now, that includes the reigning ASUN Defensive Player of the Year, D-end David Walker. He was one of just 3 finalists remaining for the Buck Buchanan Award last season as well, given to the top defensive player in the country. Head coach Matt Entz talked about the big challenge that Walker and the rest of the Bears will be bringing into the Fargo Dome.
This is going to be a huge challenge for us. You add their tempo, their look stuff offensively. Well-coached football program. Play hard on both sides of the football. Defensively, they might have the best defensive lineman on the field is going to be in white. We're going to have a great week of practice. We can't have mental errors. We can't have silly penalties if we want to have success against this football team this week.
The Bison will be hosting Central Arkansas for only the second time ever. Of course, the last time they played was the only game in the fall of that COVID-affected 2020 season. Trey Lance and the Bison won that game. With college hockey season on the horizon, the National Collegiate Hockey Conference has announced their preseason all-conference team, including 2 North Dakota players. UND saw Jackson Blake and Reese Gaber grab some preseason honors, tying Denver for the most of any team in the conference. Blake is the reigning NCHC Rookie of the Year, and Gaber's coming off of a 37-point season. North Dakota will start the year on October 13th when they host Army in Game 1 of their Icebreaker tournament. Let's close things out with a little cross-state volleyball action. The Moorhead Spuds hosting the Cheyenne Mustangs. Student sections are ready. We're trading scores early here. Moorhead up 4-2, but the Stangs strike back. First, the diving save from Isabella Detman keeps it alive. Now Peyton Saxland finishes it off with a kill. We have ourselves a 1-point game. The Spuds don't take very long to respond, though. Very next serve, Aubrey Smith fires away from one end of the net, gets this one to land in the front corner on the other end for the kill. Spuds now lead 6-4. Moving ahead now, the Spuds stretching their lead 2-6. Annie Horan takes the feed right in front of the net, fires it to the floor with some power there, just keeping it in bounds for the point. Moorhead with a 15-8 lead. I narrowly avoided the ball there. Moving to the tail end of the first set, the Spuds looking to put this one away, and this is going to help. Talia Triggs knocks this one off the hands of the frontline defender, sends it all the way to the floor. Moorhead with a 20-13 lead. They take the first set 25-19, and this one we go all the way to 5 sets. Moorhead surviving with a 15-8 win in the 5th. So some exciting action over on the other side of the river. It's always fun when the 2 sides of the river go head-to-head.
It's kind of fun. Let's see where you stand. It's a close one.
It's very close.